interest rate changes and bond prices. No? As I said forward, in the example, the bond is selling at a price equal to its par value. Whenever the going rate of interest RD is equal to the coupon rate, a fixed bond will sell at its par value. Normally, the coupon rate is set at the going rate when a bond is issued, causing it to sell at par initially. The coupon rate remains fixed after the bond is issued, but interest rates, interest rates in the market move up and down. Look at equation 5.1. You see that an increase in the market interest rate, which is RD, will cause the price of an outstanding bond to fall. Again, increase in RD where there is an increase in RD, which is market interest rate, it will cause the price of an outstanding bond to fall. Whereas a decrease in interest rates will cause the bond's price to rise. For example, if the market rate of interest rate on microdrive bond increased to 15% immediately after it was issued, we will recalculate the price with the new market interest rate as follows. The price would fall to $707.63. Notice that, remember that the coupon rate was what? 10%, right? And the interest and the bond interest rate was also what? 10%. Good? Don't it?
Yes, sir.
The RD was also 10%, right? However, the RD now moved from 10 to 15%, but the coupon rate, which is constant, remains at 10%. So therefore, there's an increase of 5%, right? Now, when that happens, it will lead to a situation where the bond price will fall. So when the market rate, RD, increase, bond price will fall. Good? Notice that the bond then would then sell at a price below its par value. Whenever the going rate of interest rises above the coupon rate, a fixed rate bond's price will fall below its par value, and it is called a discount bond. Note that, please. Note that, please. Huh? Note this part.
Whenever. It is called a discount. Yes, sir.
All right, let's continue. On the other hand, bond prices rise when market interest rates fall. For example, if the market interest rate on the microwave drives bond decreased to 5%, then we would once again recalculate its price, and it would be 1 to the 5, 1898. In this case, the price rises to 1 to the 598 cents. In general, whenever the going interest rate falls below the coupon rate, a fixed rate bond's price will rise above its par value, and it is called our premium bond. All right.
Yeah, right, that, sir.
All right. Finish right?
Yeah.
So these are some examples that were worked out for. You can do the calculation for yourself if you wish to do so.
Take picture.
Changes in bonds over time. No. At the time a coupon bond is issued, the coupon is generally set at a level that will cause the market price of the bond to equal its par value.
So I get multiple choice for the exam here?
I don't think so. Probably not sure.
Sir, how much questions we are gonna get?
I don't know.
Come about 2, Sashana. Think about 2 or 3. If I know, if probably
And
about,
one of them are go for the like all 30 marks.
they must have got break it up. Probably we forgot draw the something and then do the calculation part. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know why. When Pitna get teaching in a classroom, and if we're gonna classroom, what do we examine? Where's your gun?
I'm going on with them, man.
Yeah, you come like me a while ago.
Eh?
Yeah, eat.
No? We're not. They're up on the college side, no? All right, so let's continue. At the time a coupon bond is issued, the coupon is generally set at a level that will cause the market price of the bond to equal its par value.
If our coupon were set, then investors.
The time a coupon bond is issued, the coupon is generally set at a level that will cause the market price of a bond to equal its par value. All right, now, the time a coupon bond is issued, the coupon is generally set at a level that will cause the market price of a bond to equal its par value. If a lower coupon were set, then the investors would not be willing to pay $1,000 for the bond. And if a higher coupon were set, then investors would clamor for the bond and bid its price up over $1,000. Investment bankers can judge quite precisely the coupon rate that will cause a bond to sell at its $1,000 par value. A bond that has just been issued is known as a new issue. Investment bankers classify a bond as a new issue for about a month after it has first been issued. Now, issues are usually actively traded and are called on-the-run bonds. Once the bond has been on the market for a while, it is classified as an outstanding bond, also called a seasoned issue. Newly issued bonds generally sell very close to par, but the prices of seasoned bonds vary widely from par. Except for floating rate bonds, coupon payments are constant. So when economic conditions change, a 10% coupon bond with a $100 coupon that sold at par when it was issued will sell for more or less than $1,000 thereafter. All right. Let's see. Microdrives bonds with a 10% coupon rate were originally issued at par. If RD remained considered 10%, what would the value of the bond be 1 year after it was issued? And the term to maturity is only 14 years. That is n equal 14. With a financial calculator, just override n equal 15 with n equal 14. Press the present value key and you will find a value of $1,000. If we continue setting n equal 13, n equal 12, and so forth, we would see that the value of the bond will remain at $1,000 as long as the going interest rate remains constant at the coupon rate of 10%. Mercy. Come far. Yeah, I always have a phone call. Anyways, now suppose interest rates in the economy fell after the microwave drive bonds were issued, and as a result, RD fell below the coupon rate, decreasing from 10% to 5%. All right, so both the coupon interest payments and the maturity value remain constant. But now 5% would have to be used for RD in the equation 5.1. The value of the bond at the end of the first year would be 1,494. No, sir. That's all right. Would have to be $1,494.93. With the financial calculator, just change RD from 10 to 15, 10 to 5. And then press the present value to answer. Though, this is what it would look like if you do the calculation. Thus, if RD fell below the coupon rate, the bond would sell above what? Par at what? Premium. I'm going to stop tonight at 8:30. Okay, gentlemen folks? Here? Gentlemen folks?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sir. Close. Now move at it, sir.
Huh?
I was saying not to move that as yet.
Here?
I was saying not to move it as yet.
Oh.
All right, sir.
All right, so all right, so let's continue. Now the arithmetic of the bond value increase should be clear. But what's the logic behind it? Because RD has fallen to 5% with $1 to invest. You could buy new bonds like micro drives, except that these new bonds would pay $50 of interest each year rather than 100. Naturally, you prefer 100 to 50. So you will be willing to pay more than the 1,000 for a micro drive bond to obtain its higher coupons. All investors would react similarly. As a result, the micro drive bonds would bid up in price to $1,494.93. At which point they would provide the same 5% rate of return to a potential investor as the new bonds. Assuming that interest rate remain constant at 5% for the next 14 years, what would happen to the value of the microdrive bond? It would fall gradually from 1,494.93 at present to $1,000 at maturity when microdrive will redeem each bond for $1,000. All right. Note, this point can be illustrated by calculating the value of a bond 1 year later when it was 13 years remaining to maturity. So it will give you 1,469.68. Thus, the value of the bond will have fallen from 1,494.93 to 1,469.68, or by 25 to $25.25. If you were to calculate the value of the bond at other future dates, the price would continue to fall as the maturity date approached. Note that if you purchase the bond at a price of $1,494.93, sorry, 1,494.93 cents, and then sold it 1 year later with RD still at 5%, you would have a capital loss of 25.25, or a total return of 100 minus 25.25, which is 74.75. Your percentage rate of return would consist of the rate of return due to the interest payment, which is called current yield, and the rate of return due to the price change is called the capital gains yield. This total rate of return is often called the bond yield, and it is calculated as follows. So interest accruing yield is what? 100 divided by the 1,494 in this case. So it would be the coupon payment, or INT, divided by what? The
Number here.
bond price. And that will give us 6.69%. And the capital gains yield would be, in this case, would be negative 25.25 divided by 1,494.93. And that will give you 0.169, which is negative 1.69%. And then you get the answer of total return of total yield of 5%. Now, that case, note these terminologies: current yield and capital gains yield. All right. The current yield is what? The coupon divided by the what? The purchase bond at the price, the amount it was purchased for, the bond price at the beginning. All right. And the capital gains yield what? Is the capital loss in this case, or the amount, what's it called? Capital loss divided by the bond price, and then you get the answer for your yield in this case. Now, add interest rates risen from 10% to 15% during the first year after issue, rather than falling from 10% to 5%. Then you would enter n equal 14, PMT equal 100, and so forth. Now, it would give you a figure of 713.78. Now, in the case, the bond would sell below its par value or at a discount rate. The total expected rate for future return on the bond would again consist of an expected rate of return due to interest and an expected return due to capital gains or capital losses. In this situation, the capital gains yield would be positive, not negative. The total return would be 15%. To see this, calculate the price of the bond with 13 years left to maturity, assume that the interest rates remain at 15%. And then you get a figure of $720.84, because you're increasing, you would increase until it reach maturity. And then now you would have to subtract 713 now from 720.24, and you get a figure of $7.06, which would be a capital gains yield, the positive one, that is. And then you divide 100 by 713.78, 40.01%, and divide 7.06 by 713, you get 0.099, which is 0.99%. And the other 15, you get 15%. Right? All right, now some key points to remember. Please write 1 to 4. That's it for class after that, yeah?
Yes, sir.
And I'm going to send you some practice questions for bond in the group. Plus, I will send you your coursework, 2 more courseworks as well by tomorrow. Fish?
No? So me write them now, because I see if me take picture, it nah go write something.
All right.